He kept her around. Marjorie won't ever know. Get your butt out. The amusement world is humming with the most recent outrage, and this time it's putting Steve Harvey right at its focal point. Presently, we've seen reports and murmurs fly around about our number one famous people, yet Steve Harvey's new disclosures may very well be prompting a full-scale legitimate conflict with, as a matter of fact, the dubious blogger Tasha K. How about we plunge into the eye of this tempest? She was one of the ones that Steve Harvey was supposedly cheating with while he was with Hitched. These bottom dwellers are simply whipping my better half. We said we won't address it. I'm drained. Tasha K, known for her sizzling digital broadcast, has blended the pot indeed. In one of her sensation episodes, she guaranteed that Steve was engaging in extramarital relations with his culinary expert. Presently, whether these claims have any weight or are only a piece of the talk factory is not yet clear. However, stand by, the show doesn't end there. Not long after Tasha proceeded to analyze a leaked telephone discussion where Shirley Strawberry was heard tossing conceal at Marjorie Harvey. I don't have the foggiest idea. Damn. Goodness. She looks at us as the assistants, you let me know that is not a positive sentiment. Oof. Furthermore, on the off chance that wasn't sufficient, she even carried Marjorie's ex in with the general mishmash, prompting a hazardous meeting that didn't paint the Harvey family in the best light. I surmise she did what she felt like she needed to do. I think she offered her spirit to Satan. I'm frustrated in Marjorie. Since you don't sell out to family on the grounds that Steve might dump you very much like he did Mary the following day. Better believe it. Tasha K has a track record of plunging profound into superstar lives from superstars to unscripted television stars. No one's protected from her analytical methodology. This standing has earned her a gigantic following, with many lauding her capacity to reveal the juiciest subtleties. Be that as it may, she's no more peculiar to discussion. A few pundits contend that her methodology verges on intrusion of protection, while others can't get enough of her selective scoops. Steve and Marjorie Harvey, as we know, have been at the center of attention for quite a long time. Their romantic tale being completely a cutting-edge fantasy. However, like each fantasy, there's consistently a contort. The new charges and the intimations about their own life have put their relationship under a magnifying glass like at no other time. The Gossip Factory proposes Marjorie's affection for the rich life may be driving the limits all too far. Freeman, who is Marjorie overflowing with, purportedly the protector. Yet, the genuine kicker? That leaked discussion including Shirley Strawberry. Presently leaked sound and superstars remain closely connected, however this one has surprised everybody. The unobtrusive hits, the clues at privileged insights. It's a tornado of theory. You really do know she's not there. She was there. We presumably could never have been all around the house, however done it. No. He's terrified. An insider wishing to stay unknown as of late referenced Steve is totally irate about these tales. He's forever been furiously defensive of Marjorie and their loved ones. This could be the last thing that could possibly be tolerated. Presently, whether this will prompt a legitimate standoff stays an inquiry. Yet, given Tasha K's daringness and Steve's assurance to safeguard his family, we're in for a remarkable display. She's been around starting around 2005. Crunch the numbers. So we should plunging into the embarrassment. The core of this storm circles around one named Tasha K, whose webcasts have quickly turned into a center for the juiciest goodies about Hollywood's world class. As of late, she moved her line of sight to, in all honesty, Steve Harvey, while the world knows him as the magnetic television have. Tasha K presents an alternate feature, coaxing out private subtleties and illustrating his connections, particularly concerning his better half, Marjorie. So kindly don't take it individual, Dr. Bashir. What's more, recollect, this is claimed in light of the fact that I wasn't there in the room or in the kitchen with you and Steve. I'm simply covering what sources brought to me. It seems like Tasha K could really be onto something. But, for however many allies as she has, doubters contend that the data may be filtered out or taken inappropriately. It's the deep-rooted strain of tattle. Where does one define the boundary among amusement and truth? Presently, to reveal more insight into the Harvey puzzle, insiders have started to toll in. One source near the Harvey family states, "Indeed, Marjorie loves Easy Street." Who couldn't? Yet, linking her way of life to questionable exercises, that is only a stretch in any case. Another murmurs. Steve's disturbed about Tasha spilling his beans. Also, when Steve's despondent, things change. A change, without a doubt. Steve hasn't taken these hypotheses resting from genuine meetings where he repeats his commitment to Marjorie to emphatic public appearances. He's attempting to modify the account, and there's talk unpretentious yet steady that he may very well be preparing for something more authority. Think legitimate activity. You know, look, I'm so used to getting beat up. I didn't have the foggiest idea how Margie was feeling about all that is out there. Could it be a shock? Not totally. We should take a walk around a world of fond memories where Cardi B ended up ensnared in a lawful skirmish against bloggers spreading harming claims. The outcome? A legitimate point of reference that could have Tasha something other than slightly concerned. Steve, with his monstrous impact and abundant resources, is no more bizarre to the court, and the stakes are high. Considering how a past separation show played out openly, something he'd doubtlessly need to stay away from. Canines don't bark at parked vehicles. They just bark at a vehicle that is moving. This issue in the realm of the rich and renowned picture isn't simply everything. It's the main thing. In the midst of the murkiness of these whirling bits of hearsay, Steve Harvey's once unshakable public persona is by all accounts taking a hit with each suggestion, and guarantee there's the waiting feeling of dread toward potential patrons re-examining their organizations, network shows, reconsidering their affiliations, and fans, the bedrock of his fame, conceivably rethinking their faithfulness. So there's a little meat thing that everyone needs to begin, since you need to make a name for yourself. That is cool. Isn't that right? However, you won't do it here. In the background, the story is comparably charged. An insider shared. The unease is intense. There are murmurs of harm control gatherings, emergency supervisory groups being brought in, and assuming the worst, conversations about a potential split. The air is thick with hypothesis, however, with the significant burden of choices that could rethink Steve and Marjorie's relationship throughout everyday life. Allow me to express this to you, Cheryl. We have known about this right after it worked out. Yet, what do different famous people need to say regarding this? While many decide to stay hush, a couple have wandered sentiments. In a new meeting, a superstar remarked it's a troublesome line to walk, needing to safeguard your friends and family while keeping a public picture. Steve has my compassion, another jested. Around here, the present gossip is the upcoming failed to remember news. Individuals ought to simply allow them to live. The Cardi B adventure creates an approaching shaded area over Tasha K, similarly as the rapper took on blog